I recently just noticed that we are very close to 1,000 achievements on my main account. And because I would like to see 1,000 achievements because that is pretty unsatisfying, I'm going to be trying to get to 1,000 achievements in 5 hours. And this shouldn't actually be too difficult because I have a lot of relatively easy achievements that I have never got, like collecting a bunch of book series. And we have like mastering 20 recipes and collecting stuff from ley lines and a few other stuff which should be relatively easy. So we're gonna start off very nice and easily and work through the book achievements. That gives us 1 achievement. Actually, no, that gives us 3 achievements. I'm gonna save claiming all of them till right at the end. So let's go through all these books now. I'm just gonna collect basically every book I need for all of these series of achievements. So I've got a guide where all the books are, and let's jump into a little book collecting montage, shall we? And with that, I believe that is all of the books collected. So if we have a look at the achievements, indeed, there is every single one of the book achievements, at least these Mortal Trivial series. We've got all the books from them, which brings us up to 961 achievements. So almost 20 achievements, I think, because we were at like 43 when we started this. So almost 20 achievements straight off the bat. We're going to ignore these 2 categories because these are generally all quest related. So let's move through the list of stuff. We can definitely do this. Master 20 recipes. That shouldn't be too hard. If I can find where the bloody oven in this place is. There is 1 dish. Dish number 2 has been mastered. There is dish number 3. It is a little bit difficult to find dishes that I have all of the ingredients for, but there is dish, 4 now, I believe? There is dish number 5, so there is dish number 6. Now I believe if we claim this, now it's gonna want us to master 40 recipes. We don't have the time for that. I also probably don't have the food for that, the ingredients. Then we get into some collection stuff, unlocking, I thought I unlocked all the Shrines of Depth and Leeway, but apparently not. And then opening a bunch of chests, there's way too many chests there, so that's not worth it. Probably a bit too many Sealies as well. We're just looking for the easy stuff to start off with, and then we can get into the little bit harder stuff. Hit a falcon mid-flight with your bow. I could probably do that. Hold up, wait, we're using Yoimiya for a reason. Can I just do that? Does that target him? Go on. Ah, he's flying a bit quick. It doesn't matter, we got it anyway, just from a regular arrow shot, so that was easy. And then the next one, which is in that same series, is strike an opponent's weak point from extremely far away. I'm going to look at what they count as extremely far away. Now, I believe from a quick little bit of research, if we go up here and then on top of this tower, we should be able to hit some of the enemies all the way, where are we? All the way down there. Let's see if I can do this. This might take a few tries, I'd imagine. I mean, I hit the enemy, but that didn't count, so I think I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, no, I'm hitting them. I'm hitting them pretty easily, but it is not counting, so I'm assuming I'm doing something wrong. Well, I've gone to a new location. I think I was actually doing it right last time. I was just aiming for the wrong enemies. I think I need to be aiming for the hilly churls. Okay, there we go. First try. Actually, that was second try. But that was, I was supposed to aim for the hilly churls. These are 100%ed. Challenger Series 5. Defeat Signora without using any Crimson Lotus moths. I can definitely do that Signora one easily, because those moth things are basically just to get rid of her shield, ice shield thing, which I should be easily able to do with just like Arlecchino. Okay, I will admit we are definitely doing a lot less damage than I would like to this thing, but we are in fact getting through it, so that's all that really matters. I should have brought more than one pyro character in here. Okay, we're redoing that. We are redoing this with more than one pyro character. Let's literally just do this with a mono pyro team. These guys have 0 synergy together, but they're all level 90 and they're all pyro. So they will do good enough. So boom. As long as we can beat this last phase, which is going to be a little bit more difficult because they're all pyro and we're going up against a pyro boss, but it is also Nora, so it shouldn't be too bad. And boom, there we go. Achievement acquired. I don't have the resin for this. We don't need Sonora drops though, so let's just leave. Let's have a look at the rest of these. We have one in here, which is in a single challenge. Defeat 6 fungi produced by the Jade Plume Terrashroom in a burning state. What, so you just want me to do burning against the boss? Can do, I guess. I don't know when it puts out the little dudes, so let's not try to do a ton of damage to it until it does. Are these little dudes? These are little dudes. Okay, burning. And there we go. Looks like we got the achievement. I don't need to finish this boss, so let's get out of here. Next one on the list is a bunch of stuff here. Use Pyro to burn through the thorns created by the Dendro Hypostasis during its attack. Easy. We're just going to wait for these to get a little bit closer, and then we should just be able to do that and burn straight through them all. Except that didn't do it. That didn't do it either. Okay, I might need to change up my strategy for that one. Okay, we're going to go motorbike. And then we're just going to do a bunch of this. Burst. Just throw out the burst. That do the trick? There's one more. I didn't get it. I didn't get it in time. Those characters aren't working. I'm trying to think who can easily do a lot of pyro in a large radius. Shangling, that's who can do that. Burst. Circle. Get everything on fire. Burn everything. There we go. Easy peasy. Next up is this dude. Aha. This is what I'm looking for. I don't know what's the things I'm looking for. Those. There's a pyro. There's a hydro. Do we need to do them just in one fight? I'd assume so. Okay. Let's see if I can get this one down. Auroron. Hit that one. Diona. That one. There we go. Achievement acquired. Let's get out of here. Complete 11 plunging attacks in a single gravity that dude fight. I could probably do that. It'd probably be easier if I just use Varesa here. But regardless, there is 2 plunging attacks. There is that probably doesn't count. 3 plunging attacks, 4 plunging attacks, and 11. Easy peasy. I could probably also do these 2 pretty easily. The weekly boss, Natlan weekly boss, just basically wait till the field is at smaller size, then defeat him. And this one is against the Spirit Speaker. I need to defeat 8 of its little summons, I'd assume. So I'll do these 2 really quick, and then I'm going to leave it there for today, and I'll come back tomorrow. I'll go have a look and plan out what achievements I can do. At the moment, we have spent 1 hour 30 on this. Now, these are the things we need to defeat. We need to defeat 8 of these, and that is 4. So now we need to not do a bunch of damage and wait for her to do that whole attack again. And now should be, we died. Down to our last one. Boom. There we go. Achievement. Get me the hell out of here. Okay, there goes another part of the field. I'm assuming it gets smaller than this, so let's just hang around. It looks like he is going to do another cut directly down there. So that leads me to believe there's going to be one more right across there, and that will be our smallest possible field size. That's a new attack. Is this already the smallest possible size? No, those are definitely new attacks though. So what, are we already down to the smallest possible size? We could quite possibly be, because I haven't seen that slicing attack yet, and normally I would have seen it by now. I'll give him one last chance to cut the field in half again. He doesn't. He does this attack again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're done. Boom. And we do get the achievement. Lovely. And now that brings us to 971 achievements. So that means tomorrow we can just do the last 29 achievements and we have 1,000 achievements. Probably within that 5 hours pretty easily. Like we're up to 1 hour 40 right now, and we just did about 30 achievements then. We just got to do another 30 achievements tomorrow. It took us about, 1 hour 40 for 30 of them. So should be able to do the rest of them in another 2 hours or so. Although that being said, we don't have these easy book ones anymore. So it's going to probably take a little bit longer. So I will see you all tomorrow and we can do some more work on achievements. Okay, it is now a day later and I have sort of planned out a rough route of achievements for today. Since The last time I did a recording, I did gain a couple achievements just because I went and unlocked this area up here and did a little bit of collection of chests up there. So we got a few extra achievements from that, but it only took me like 2 seconds. There was no point adding it to time. And today we're going to be working through this second half of the achievements in here. So the first two, I'd imagine, are going to be pretty easy. We just have to complete Spiral Abyss 2-3 without taking any damage, and 2-2 with an undamaged ley line. I don't know how many enemies there are in here, but I don't imagine this is going to be particularly difficult. Oh wait, our ley line's getting damaged because I'm using electrocharged. This is going to be a little bit trickier than I thought, and we just lost it again. That is quite challenging, I must say. Well, let's do this last one. This will be easy. Just don't take damage here. I didn't get it. Did I take damage? I must have taken damage somewhere. Oh no, I didn't take damage. Okay, good. I'm going to nuke them all with Malwika first. And then throw out Shangling. It took damage. You know what? We're not going to do Malwika first. Let's do just Yoimiya, get rid of all the enemies. And then, once we get the bigger enemies, then we can pull out Malwika and one-tap them all. Don't you dare. One tap. Did I get it? I think I got it. It doesn't tell me, but I think I did it. Well, there we go. That should be all the Abyss achievements. Yes, indeed. Lovely. I guess I can follow 20 more Warmings, Yearlies, and Dragonspine. That'll be pretty easy. To be fair, though, I don't know where they are because I feel like I've done a lot of exploration in Dragonspine. I'm up to 74%, yeah. So it might be a little bit challenging to find them, but let's give it a shot. Well, that was easy. There's one I haven't got. Literally the first one I went to look at. So there is Sealy number 1. There is Sealy number 2. There is the Warming Sealy number 3. There is Little Warm Dude number 4. And finally, Sealy number 5. That was actually a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be, which means we can immediately forget about anything else in Dragonspine and move on to the next stuff, which is Teapot. Create 600 dyes. Can I create another 300 right now? Okay. 928 yellow dyes. You know what? Let's quickly grab that achievement. Boom. That should be plenty. Achievement acquired. We're only 20 achievements away now. Buy a fishing rod from the Fishing Association. Don't know what this scattered book thing is, so it's probably going to be difficult, I'd imagine, or part of a commission. I could definitely buy a fishing rod. That's easy. But let's see. Do you have a fishing rod in here I can buy? You do. Can I buy it? Oh, definitely not. I need so much stuff. What do you mean? Why are fishing rods so expensive? Because if I have to go do a bunch of fishing, I'm going to be here for like 7 hours. And I probably couldn't even get it done today because there's not enough fishes in the world. Yeah, I don't think fishing rods are happening. Let's skip that one and go to the chasm. I'm missing 2 waypoints in here. Where are they? There is one there. Unless I'm missing one on the surface? No? You know what? There's probably one that's quest locked. Or I'm just blind. And there we go. That's that achievement done as well. Sumeru. I can't do that because that is quest locked and I know that for a fact. Unlock all teleport waypoints in the desert. I could do that because I'm only missing 2. I know I can't do the other one because it wants us to unlock this, and this is Aranara quest locked, I believe. And there is no way in hell I'm doing that. Oh, but these ones here are probably quest locked as well, aren't they? I'd say so. I'll have a look. I might be able to get to some of them. My hopes aren't particularly high though. It does appear like... no, never mind. I thought I was going to be able to get to one of them, but I don't have the stuff for it. No waypoints in Sumeru then, because once again, quest locked, and that's going to take some time. Genius Invocation TCG is a pain. I haven't played it in like 8 years. No, I thought I unlocked all the waypoints there, but apparently I haven't unlocked all the waypoints in this area up here. Where am I missing one? I'm not missing one. You're lying. You know what it is? It's probably quest locked. You know what I can do though that will actually be really easy? Local legends. I mean, it won't be because local legends are quite difficult, but like it'll be easier to try and won't take long as I can clear it, maybe. So the first one is the Polychrome Tri-Stars. That is the Fatui dudes that are... Where are they? They're up here somewhere. Yeah, no, screw this. I'm not doing these guys. These guys absolutely suck. Surely there has to be some not unbelievably difficult local legend. We could do this He Never Dies one. I do know what that is. It's a tanky as hell capybara. But if we just use overload, he can't do anything. But oh my goodness, this dude has a lot of HP. Although if we just overload everywhere, he can't do anything because he does have a one-shot attack. Actually, I believe he has many one-shot attacks. Do damage. Thank you. He's down. Now, did that just give us one achievement? There's probably a second achievement for that, isn't there? I guess I could just do this again because as long as I don't get hit by his ultimate, I should be fine. And I didn't see him use his ultimate once because I just kept knocking him around. So if we just do the same thing again, we should get another achievement. We just cannot let him do literally anything. I think it also helps that we're using a plunging attack character because I think Varesa does sort of stun him a little bit as well, just with her plunge attacks. I could be wrong about that, and it could just be that we're using overload, but I feel like that is the case. But regardless, there is another achievement, and there is probably one more achievement with this dude. Defeat him after interrupting the charges of his ultimate. I haven't seen him do that once, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for him to charge up his ultimate, and then I'm going to do a bunch of stuff. That is his ultimate. Let's interrupt that one. I think that was what we wanted. So let's wait for him to do that again and just rinse and repeat. And boom, last achievement for that dude. So now let's move on to the next local legend that is not these tri-stars. His attacks are so hard to judge. What do you mean? I'm also going to probably chalk it up to the fact that I have 200 ping. That probably isn't helping anything because I'm timing things correctly, but it's not dodging. So I'm going to say it's probably because I have a bunch of ping. Okay, here's what we want to do. We want to defeat 2 enemies in here at least. Oh my god, we're gonna die. We died. There is 2 enemies down. Let me just do a little one of them. Can I take down 3? Let's take down 3. That's 3. Let's get back to the main fight. And now we should have boosted damage. We don't have any more DPS left, so it's a Farina showcase now. Farina and Xianyun. Well, that didn't go exceptionally well, but come on, please. Thank you. We do take him down. And Xianyun dies right at the end. During that, defeat 10 Knights or Warriors. You know what? I could probably do that. Because yeah, we still need another 15 achievements, so this isn't going to be particularly easy. And that was about what I expected. These last couple achievements were going to be pretty difficult. Actually, speaking of which, is there any easier ones I could do just quickly? This is music stuff. I could probably do that because I really like music stuff. I could probably do all of this, probably. It's probably going to want us to buy a bunch of them, so let's just go through the list until we don't have any more of these because I don't think you can use these for anything else anyway. We already have 2 achievements from this. Let's do, what was that? It was player ones. We need to do player scores and preferably not difficult ones because I'm not that good at this. I like it, but I'm not good at it. Reach that rating on 5 different music scores by other players. It's probably going to want us to do a bunch of different ones because if it's 5 for the first, it's probably going to be like 20 total. So what I'm going to do is pick the really easy, really quick ones and just do a bunch of them. I was correct. Now is it 10? It is indeed 10. So let's do another 5 songs. Oh my god, I think I just found the best song in the world. There was one note. Yep, indeed there is another one note song. Literally back to back I get another one. I mean, I have picked low difficulty and casual, so I probably should expect songs like this, where we just get really short songs that have one note. And 90% of the time it's Diana's song, so I'm really getting to know this song quite well. Well, there we go. That is achievement number 2. I think we have one more left in here. Yes, indeed. We have one more, which is 20. Okay, well, let's just mindlessly do another 10 of these. Actually, before I go do any more of them, because 10's a lot, I'm going to go finish the local legends, the stuff that I was working on, and then I'll get back and doing those last couple because they're fun, but they are quite time consuming. So I would like to take a quick break, go do some other stuff, and then come back to that. Okay, we should be thrown into it. We're thrown into it now. Easy. Let's get 10 enemies. There goes Varesa. That's a problem, but there's 10. So let's get out of here. Now, I don't think we need to defeat 10 every time we come in here, but just in case, I'm going to anyway. Well, there is another achievement. Defeat without being hit by any attacks. Yeah, that's not happening. We're moving on. I already got hit by so many, that's just not happening. We are already up to 90, so we only need 10 more. We should be able to do it, but I will need to make sure I get at least 2 stars from each local legend. Yeah, no, I'm definitely bringing a DPS in here next time. Xianyun probably wasn't the best pick. Otherwise, it works no problems. Oh my god, we're already past 2 hours in this one recording. I knew it was going to take a while, but this is quite a while. Oh god, everyone's dead and we only have Kaya left. 40 seconds until all my food resets. You know what? It's more worth just leaving this and putting a better DPS on the team. So we're going to get rid of Xianyun because she's doing absolutely nothing. And we're going to replace her with Varesa. Yeah, that's going a lot better. His health is disappearing much, much quicker. And there we go. Much, much easier. The boss is down. Defeat the dude without anyone dying. Should be pretty easy. I mean, Varesa got close that time, but that is only because Varesa doesn't have the most HP in the world and I didn't have any form of healing stuff up. And we're up to a total of 4 hours of recording now. So I have an hour left of this. This is going to be a little bit tricky, but as long as I can not have a massive problem with any of these weekly bosses, I should be sweet. Although we all know how weekly bosses are, so that probably isn't going to be the case. I keep saying weekly bosses, local legends. There we go. And we get another achievement during the course of completing a single challenge when the dude absorbs that. Isn't that what I've just been doing? Can't I just do exactly what I've been doing already just again? Did I literally just need to do what I have already been doing? It appears so, yes. Okay, that was easy. This one, the opening line to the thing I'm reading about it is this will probably be one of the hardest local legends you fight, so we're not going to do that. That sounds like a terrible idea. I'm trying to make this easy, not incredibly difficult. We could probably do this one, I'd imagine. Doesn't look too hard. Come on, please, just do a little bit more. Don't go in the air again, I swear to God. And he had no HP left. Look, he had nothing, no HP left. Well, we will run it again. It's actually not a particularly hard fight. It's just if people die, great timing, then you're kind of cooked. Especially if that person just so happens to be your only good pyro applicator. There we go. Jesus, that was not a fun fight. Defeat the dude without ever having thawed the frozen torch. I think that's what I'm already doing. So we can just rinse and repeat what I'm already doing. Achievement number 2 from Stupid Flying Boss. Now, what is achievement number 3 for this dude? Defeat the dude without ever having been hit by the obsidian storm. Basically, I think we just don't get hit by any big looking attacks and we should be fine. Achievement. There we go. Easy peasy. 996. We're only 4 achievements away now. That did a lot less damage than I was hoping for, to be honest. Now we go crazy healing again. Boom. There we go. Now, that was relatively easy. Just a bunch of healing. The dude we heal doesn't do as much damage as I would have liked, but relatively easy. What's the next bit? During the course, completing a single challenge, fully restore the HP of each protection spirit. I was already doing that. So once again, just rinse and repeat what I've already been doing. And there we go. That should be another achievement. If you can't tell already, I'm getting quite over farming so many achievements. But we're only 2 away now. So what's the last one of this? During the course of completing a single challenge, no characters were down. Let's just do another one because the first 2 are generally the easiest to do, and I only need 2 more. Ooh, we should look at that. I just found an absolutely perfect one. If we go over here somewhere, there is literally a local legend over here that wants you to use plunging attacks. And if you couldn't tell by the team I've been using 90% of this video, I love plunging attack characters, specifically Varesa. So this is exactly my kind of fight. So we should literally just need to do a bunch of attacks and then it'll start charging up something. And once it starts charging and we see wind current things on the field, then we just do a plunging attack. And just probably make sure that Varesa, the character that's doing all the plunging attacks, does not die. Now I should just be able to do plunging attack now and he should be, knocked down. That was so easy. Come on, you're on no HP. There we go. So now that is 999 achievements. I need 1 more. And this last one, I just need to defeat this dude without anyone dying, which I will say Varesa got quite close to this time, but we should be sweet. I'm doing everything so fast right now. All my movements are rapid because I could smell the finish line. We're so close. Oh my God, swap. No, dang it. Someone died. Boom. There we go. We're done. It's over. We're done. With about 20 minutes to spare. This has taken us 4 hours and 40 minutes. But look at that. 1,000 achievements. And now we get the joy of going and claiming all of these and getting tons of lovely, nice primos and these things. I can now say I have 1,000 achievements. It took me almost 5 hours to only get 70 something, but we are done. And now I didn't actually check how many primos I started this whole thing with, but we now have probably at least another couple hundred. All 1,000 achievements claimed. We have like 8,000 pools now. I don't know how much we started with, but yeah, we definitely got a good couple hundred from that. That was quite a grind. I've been sitting here grinding for achievements just today for over 3 hours, which is probably one of the longest single sessions I've recorded. And I'm very glad it is over. We got all the achievements just within the time limit, and I'm very much done. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you like this video, do go check out the last video on my channel. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.